Welcome to Spiral.
Hello, welcome back to Shrinks on the Brink.
Hi, guys. I'm Kelly.
I'm Austin, and we're so glad you're back.
Yeah,
You made it.
you guys made it.
Episode 2.
Woo.
Woo. We wanted to start and just first of all say thank you to everyone who has given us feedback and watched and
We've gotten so much support.
yeah.
So many, positive comments.
Yeah, very cool. And some constructive feedback.
Yep, which we appreciate.
And I didn't cry.
And we didn't get any mean comments.
No.
So that,
Only constructive.
thank you guys.
That helps with what we're going to talk about today. If you're following us on social media at Shrinks on the Brink podcast, then you know we're talking about imposter syndrome today.
Which we both have.
Yeah. In fact, it was coming in hot as we were just
Yeah.
getting ready to record this. I think the first episode, was a little bit less intimidating because if we recorded it and it was terrible, we didn't have to put it out there.
Right.
But now we've promised episodes every Tuesday.
There was no pressure before.
Right. So I was filled with imposter syndrome.
And because of all the good feedback, it's like, oh gosh, we better
bring
nail
it.
this.
We better bring it.
Right?
All right.
So yeah,
We're going to do it.
Austin and I have been sick all day about this. So we probably will sound more nervous today than we did the last time.
And it's so silly, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it silly? You know, most of you are our friends right now. We're hoping that it gets a little bit bigger, but
Yeah.
even if it's just how many followers? 43, 46?
46.
We love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what is imposter syndrome?
So I always take it as the inability to realize your success.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like to accept that you are successful.
Right. That you are competent.
Yeah.
And
that
capable.
you're able to do something.
Right. Right. This actually, I learned a lot about imposter syndrome when we were getting ready for this episode.
Yeah.
That I didn't know. I didn't know that there were several different types.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we kind of did our research independently, and we both came back with a lot of the same stuff to talk about today. So that's cool.
And I don't know when imposter syndrome came around.
Right. It's not like an official diagnosis.
No, not at all. And it's kind of a newer concept.
Do you know kind of when it?
I don't.
I don't know either.
Ugh, don't quiz me on dates.
So set you right up.
Uh-huh. So the different types that you had mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I know we read about perfectionists,
mm-hmm.
right?
If I don't do it perfect, then I failed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I have that.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And always have had that.
Yeah. I learned, we talked about this a little bit this weekend when we were together. I didn't know this. I think you said you did know. Imposter syndrome is very common among first-generation college graduates. Did you know this?
No. I didn't know until you told me.
Yeah, and it makes so much sense though, because imposter syndrome is, again, this feeling that, basically you're not as qualified or competent as other people. Like you're tricking people.
Yep.
Like you're faking them out. Like eventually they're going to figure out that I have no idea what I'm doing.
And it does kind of feel like that. Like when you're in college,
Mm-hmm.
when you are about to graduate,
Mm-hmm.
there's a big anxiety there that comes with it. Like, shoot, now I have this degree. What am I going to do with it?
Right.
Where am I going to go?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be joining a workforce where these people have been doing it for years.
Right. And I think that even is kind of, perpetuated a little bit by the environment itself, if we're talking about specifically about like a career.
Yeah.
Right. Well, in therapy, I remember my very first job, a lot of the clients that I had when I first got into mental health would request an older provider. Like, can I see somebody?
Sure.
Plus, I still look like I'm 19.
So you do. She really does.
Somebody did
the brownies.
Today, I got a new client today, and I mentioned that I just turned 40. Oh, Frownies should probably be like,
Uh-huh.
they should sponsor us.
Yeah, we gave him a fly.
My wrinkles are gone. Um, I mentioned that I was 40, and the woman said, "Really? You look fabulous." And I was like, "Thank
Aw.
you." Yeah, but no longer do I get, "I wish I could have a younger provider."
Mm.
Nobody says that anymore.
But, I mean, think about it. When I go to see a doctor.
Yeah, I don't want you to be younger than me.
Right, because you know as much as I do. I mean, I look on Google for all my mental symptoms,
Mhm.
but still, do you know as much as I do if you're
Right.
younger than me?
You can't
Right.
because you're brand new.
Uh-huh.
Although I am starting to get to a point where like I'd like a fresh, like they just got out of school, they're motivated, they're not like these 70-year-old men who like aren't willing to learn anything new because I've been doing this for 40 years.
That know nothing about women.
True. True. That's a whole different podcast episode. uh, in my first job, I'll talk a little bit. We're jumping around. We're getting away from the types of imposter syndrome, but that's okay. Um, when I first started, I don't know if I told you this story or not either, but when I first started in social work, um, I started in community mental health, and my very first client that I saw alone was a woman diagnosed with borderline personality disorder.
Oh, I'm shaking right now thinking about it.
So, if you don't know anything about this diagnosis, it's challenging. It's a challenging diagnosis. People who have borderline personality disorder, I think even in the therapy world, kind of get like a bad rap as like
Yeah.
difficult to treat.
Yeah.
Very high emotions.
Mhm.
Um, it's challenging. It's challenging for the people who are living with the diagnosis, and it's challenging for the
Yes.
people who
Absolutely.
have relationships
Yeah.
with people who have the
Mhm.
diagnosis. I actually really enjoy working with people with BPD, probably because I have it. Like, at the very least, I've got several traits.
We probably all do.
Well, yes, for sure. And at different times in our lives,
Yeah.
we're just not, whatever. So, anyways, very high emotions. Often these people struggle with abandonment issues because of trauma history.
Right.
And so I'm this brand new, tiny little fresh, I just a baby,
Fresh
just a baby
meat.
clinician. And I go into this appointment with this woman, and I don't know, maybe 15 minutes in, it might have been 5 minutes. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the conversation was about, but all of a sudden she was screaming at me, swearing at me,
Oh,
like,
no.
I'm going to kill myself. Like, it was so upsetting. And I was like,
Oh, how intense.
somebody help me. And these are the things, I think these are the things that kind of like just stick in your brain. Like,
Yeah.
see, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And, you have moments like these triggers that are like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a
Yeah.
fraud.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And actually, I have also a story about the perfectionist type of
Mhm.
imposter syndrome. It was when I was in grad school. I was doing my first internship with a hospice company, and I went with my
Like your field
yeah, like
supervisor. What? Yeah.
field supervisor. Yeah, I had probably done the internship for about 3 months, and she was going to let me kind of lead the conversation on my own.
Mhm.
And I was super nervous because I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my God, like, am I going to screw this up?
Mhm.
Again, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't
Yeah.
be doing this.
Uh,
So I met with the sweetest, sweetest couple. And the man who was the patient, he actually reminded me so much of my grandpa. And which is kind of funny because just culturally they were very different, but there was just something about him, like just like his soul. I felt like it spoke to me. Anyways, so we were doing our appointment with him. It was at their house, and can't remember now what he said, but I just started like sobbing. And it was right. It was an oh no moment. Like, and it wasn't like
you didn't laugh.
dramatic. I didn't laugh,
That's
which was good.
positive.
I didn't laugh, but like just tears flowing out of my eyes.
Yeah.
And it had something to do with he was talking about how fearful he was to die,
Mhm.
and it just, like I could not stop crying. It was like these tears were just coming, and then I'm like, "Oh my god," like, "I'm losing it," like, "I just need to," whatever.
Mm.
Well, my supervisor and we get back in our car, and she's like, "You wanna talk about it?" And I'm sitting face forward, like, "Nope, nothing to talk about," like,
Nope.
so we drove for, like, 45 minutes, and she's like, "We really should talk about this," and I'm like, "Okay." So, we did have a good conversation. She kinda, gave me some good feedback and advice, and just she kinda helped remind me, like, we're human,
Right.
right?
Right, and also, like, this is the first time you've done this.
Yes.
Again, I mean, this ties
Yes.
very much into last week's
Yeah.
share.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So, that was that's like you said, something that always will stick.
Mhm. And it does, and sometimes you just kind of you're we go through every day, but there's just these triggers that are like, ugh.
Yeah.
And it's not just employment. I mean,
No.
it can affect every area of your
Yeah.
parenting, relationships.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome shows up everywhere.
Yeah, social
Mm.
situations.
Yeah,
I
even just like, does anybody even really like me?
Right.
like, like, are
Yeah.
you really my friend or are you just tolerating me? You know what I mean? Like, I
Yes.
worry about those things. As ridiculous as that sounds, like,
Mhm.
just as one day somebody's gonna be like, you're just full of shit. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Right, or even being in a room where you feel like everyone's, like, so much smarter,
oh yeah, oh yeah.
right? And it's like, "Oh god, like,
I don't belong here.
I'm a dummy. Shouldn't be here. I don't belong with these people."
Right. Even
Mhm.
though we have the same degrees, we have the same education, but that
Mhm.
self doubt just is so powerful.
I know. The negative self-talk,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Again,
Likes to creep in.
our brains are really unkind to us sometimes. So yeah, that perfectionist style of
Mhm.
imposter syndrome, that if I don't do it perfectly, I failed. Red flags for that are, overworking, fear of criticism, procrastinating because, as long as I put it off, I'm not going to do it wrong.
Mhm. Right.
And a good reframe when you are struggling with that is done is better than perfect.
Yeah,
Progress counts,
right.
right?
Yeah. And also I read, about it's called the GEQ, and it's just good enough, like the good enough quality,
I like that.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's good enough.
Yeah, but I never feel that way.
Well, I know, but you have to challenge your brain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be perfect, but it
Hmm.
it should be good enough.
Right. And why isn't that good enough? You know?
Yeah.
Where does that come from? That was another really helpful. Oh, we'll talk about. So we did have one listener who shared really helpful advice. We had asked about, kind of stories about imposter syndrome, and one of our listeners shared that she named her inner critic, right? Like she gave this
I like that a
voice
lot.
a name, which separates it from you, right?
Yep.
Like it again kind of removes some of the power. Like this is an external voice.
Yep.
And if it's external, you can like
Challenge it,
absolutely.
right?
Right.
And actually with my clients, I call them thugs. Like I'll be like,
Okay.
those are your thugs talk, right?
Totally. Yep.
Like, so you got to fight them off.
Mm,
It's not you.
mm,
They don't belong there.
right. Right. And then asking yourself, like, when that voice creeps in, that self doubt, that, like, you don't know what you're doing or you didn't do it good enough, whose voice is this? Where did this come from? Like, was it, a critical teacher that you had growing up? Was
Mhm.
it a boss, a parent, a spouse? Like, this came from somewhere and kind of asking, is this really even about me? Where is this coming from? This not good enough
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, I did like that story.
Yeah.
We appreciate when people share
Yes,
stories with us and give
very
us
much.
permission to share it.
Yay, thank you.
Uh, so yeah.
I'm gonna talk more about other types?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was looking at the expert.
Yeah.
They must know everything about their
Whatever it is.
field or
Mhm.
whatever they're doing,
Mhm.
right? They have to be again, it's almost like the perfectionist, but expert.
Right. You have to, again, you have to do everything perfect
Mhm.
or it's not good enough.
Mhm.
So red flags for expert would be like hesitating to speak up, which I am so guilty of because I'm like, if what I say is not going to be useful or like I'm just so afraid people are going to judge me.
Yeah.
And a good reframe for that one is you don't have to know everything to be valuable.
I like that.
Me too. Because I think I struggle. That is a big part of why I struggle with imposter syndrome. I mean, there's so much to know in this job. There are
Yeah.
so many, and everyone's different. And so, you can't learn it all. You can't prepare for everything that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's not like one size fits all.
Hmm.
So you're dealing with different lives, different families.
Right. So sometimes you are caught off guard and you are
Yeah.
like, God, I don't know how to handle this.
Right.
And I have finally gotten to a place. I'm working on my imposter syndrome, working on a place where it's okay for me to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I don't expect other people to be perfect. I don't expect everyone else to know I mean, even my
Yeah.
doctor. Like, if you don't know, please tell me
Right.
and refer me to somebody else versus this.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be very honest right now. I have struggled a lot in my life with asking for help because
Yeah.
I just want people to know, like, I got it.
Right.
I got
I'm
it.
capable.
Yes.
Even though you might not feel it.
Yes. And that's actually a different type
Mhm.
of imposter syndrome,
Mhm.
the soloist. If
Yeah.
I ask for help, then I failed.
Yeah.
And I have struggled with that from day one. Probably why I have no math skills because instead of asking my math teacher for help,
Right.
I just struggled in silence and now I can't
Figure it out
count.
your own. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That's another, maybe that came from my critical teacher, my inability to do math. Did I ever tell you about this?
Remind me.
I was counting under my finger, like under the table. I was doing an addition problem. I was probably, I don't know what grade, but I was counting on my fingers. And my teacher like caught me and thought I was cheating somehow and made me go up to the board and do the problem in front of the entire class. And I was clueless. So I was
How
it was
traumatizing.
horrible. It was
Oh,
horrible. So that's probably when I was like, you know what? Fuck math.
now I have to be a soloist. Right?
Absolutely.
Like,
Right. Because if I ask for help, I'm
yeah.
going to feel like a dummy.
Yeah, for sure.
Rude. I don't remember who that teacher was, but shame on you.
Yeah, that's gross. Really
Mean.
gross.
Mean.
Another one is a natural genius. So if they struggle to learn something new, they're harder on themselves.
Okay.
Um, and an example I saw was like a musician, like somebody who's, really great at playing guitar, let's say. They pick up another
Mhm.
instrument and they can't get it as well as they got the guitar.
Uh-huh.
So it's just that feeling of like,
Yep.
I should be
Can't.
able to play anything,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And then we overgeneralize,
Yeah.
which is a cognitive distortion we'll
Hmm.
talk a lot about in our episodes. This overgeneralization that like if I can't get this, I'm worthless at everything,
Yeah.
which is not true.
Right.
I mean, it's just I think we talked about thoughts are not facts last
Yes,
week.
we did.
Um, and that's, the same thing for this. It's like just because I feel like a fraud does not mean I am a fraud.
Hmm.
I don't know everything.
Right. And that's okay.
Right.
And you're human,
Mhm.
right? You
Mhm.
wouldn't expect anyone else to know everything,
Exactly.
but we do it to ourselves.
Mhm.
And the last one that I saw was the super person. So they measure their success by how much they can achieve.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of like perfectionism,
Mhm.
um, just not being able to kind of appreciate the skills and the knowledge you do have,
Right. Right.
right?
Mhm. And again, I just think it's so important to recognize like one of the best things you can do is talk about this.
Yeah.
Because when you start to realize, I mean that was kind of what when we got some feedback about episode 1, the number of people who said, "Oh my god, like I was so glad to hear that. Like I had no idea you struggled with that. Like
Yeah.
I thought because you look at people, especially with social media, Like, look at all their perfect lives. Look at, like,
Yes.
they've got everything going. They know what they're doing. Their families are perfect. They, like, everyone else has got it going on. And I'm the worst.
And that may have been when imposter syndrome kind of increased in society,
I wonder.
right? Like, see, like
I'm very
these
curious
people
about
have
that.
perfect lives, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. We
I'm gonna look
we should
into
do a
it.
study on that.
Let's do it. Are we scientists?
Oh, we could be.
We need a mathematician.
I mean, see, we don't have an imposter syndrome
Nope,
of
we can
that.
do that. No problem. We got this.
So I wrote down a little quiz.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
know. So you listeners at home, you guys will have to answer these too.
Oh, am I answering them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
So, so I'm not going to tell you like the results yet or what the
Okay. All right.
scale
Right.
is. Do you feel you are undeserving of achievements?
Undeserving of achievements. Like when I accomplish something that I didn't deserve it?
Hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Good for you.
I don't think so.
I don't know why I was shocked by that. Like,
So Kelly
I
thinks
feel like I
I'm an
know you
imposter.
so well. I'm like, wow.
I think, like, for example, as full disclosure, we were super anxious about episode 2 for some reason because
Right.
I think I mean, we were so awesome in episode 1, so, like, now we have to perform.
Yeah.
So, no, like, I was proud of the feedback that we got, and that
Yeah.
like no. So, no, I don't think so.
Okay,
It's a
good.
no for that. Good job, me.
Yeah. Do you worry that people will discover you are secretly unworthy?
Yes.
Hmm.
Mhm.
After a success, do you dismiss it as good luck or timing?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I would say, especially and maybe we'll talk more about this after the quiz, but yeah,
Do you think you have tricked others into thinking you are more successful than you are?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hashtag loser.
I'm like, yeah.
You sure did.
Do you apologize for yourself even if you did nothing wrong?
100% of the time.
I'm like, I know you do that. Do you feel that others overvalue your success?
Yes.
So, if you answered yes to two or more of these, you have imposter syndrome.
Didn't I'm not
Mhm.
surprised by that.
Add another diagnosis to it.
Oh, no.
That's not a real one, though.
It's gonna be pages long,
Well, you are 40 now. I mean, come on,
but I don't look it.
you're catching up to me. So, what were you going to say about was
Which question was it?
worrying people that will discover you're secretly unworthy, or after a
Ye
success, do you dismiss it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I think that in this job particularly, but I'm sure in many other again, any other area of your life, like, this job is really challenging because you don't see progress right away.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you're working with people for a while before you start to notice, before they start to notice that things are getting better. Sometimes you don't see the results of it, sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also people come to therapy and want you to fix it. And that's not how it works. Like, an hour of therapy a week doesn't fix what's going on in your life. You have to take these recommendations home and do them. And so sometimes it's like not my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? But I
Yeah.
feel responsible. I feel like I'm not doing my job. I haven't fixed this for them. I haven't. So that's another reframe that I have to be mindful of, and just reminding myself that, you don't see progress right away. And that's why I like whatever that was about perfection. It doesn't have to be perfect. Progress
Mm-hmm.
is it counts for something,
Right.
right?
Absolutely.
So that does kind of sometimes make me feel like, what am I even doing here? Like, do I even know what I'm doing? Are these people getting better? Why do they keep coming back?
And sometimes we even have to reassure each other. Like,
Mhm.
okay, they wouldn't be coming back if they weren't getting something from us,
Right.
right? Because there are times we feel like, do we know what we're doing? We do.
We do.
Trust
I'm
us.
very good at this.
But
Yeah, those
It can feel that way.
the self-doubt creeps in.
Yeah.
And I mean, talk about when something goes terribly wrong, because that does happen. And when
Yeah.
things go wrong and it's like, all right, well, there's proof that I suck at this.
Mhm.
So the other side of that I think many of us forget to do is looking for the successes.
Yeah.
So one of the strategies, if you find that
Yep.
you are struggling with imposter syndrome, is keeping kind of like an evidence folder.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when you have successes, whether it's with parenting, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's in your job, like,
Celebrating it.
yes,
Even if it's like saying it out loud
yes,
or
like,
telling a friend or,
yes, like we did at the end of our Facebook Live. Yay,
right.
did it. We're very
We're
proud.
the best, right?
But really though, keeping you you get more of what you look for. So if you
Yeah.
are looking for every failure, you're gonna find them.
Mhm.
We have to start looking for and keeping evidence of
The
to
good stuff.
reassure ourselves that, I'm doing this. I'm okay. I got this.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm. Another
Practicing self-compassion,
yes. Yep.
right? How would you treat someone else?
Hmm. Yeah.
Right? A lot
Hmm.
of the times I'll tell my clients that, like, would you say that to your
Right.
best friend?
Right. 99.9% of the time. No, you
Right.
can't talk to
No.
someone else like that. I really like this reframe that I came across when we were looking at this stuff. What if feeling like an imposter means you care? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, the reason I feel so inadequate is because I want to do better. The
Yeah.
reason I feel so inadequate is because, like, I want to see success. I
So
care so much.
it turns it into a good thing,
Yes, reframing it to
right?
like
Like a
this.
strength.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because what a strength it is to want to do better and be better and learn more. And
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing.
No,
We can always learn.
because the day you stop doing that, I mean,
Yeah.
are you really living?
Yeah.
The day you stop trying to be better,
Yeah.
trying to do better, trying to be a better parent.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that too.
Mm.
And acknowledging and validating your feelings. That's a big one,
Yeah.
which we'll talk a lot about, I think,
Yeah. Because just
doing
like
this
laugh,
kind of
but say it out
podcast.
loud again, right? Like
Yep.
put a name to it, externalize it.
Yes.
Takes away some of the power.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, how we often say fake it till you make it, which some people really hate that because it just does feel like I'm just gonna one of the names that I had thrown out was faking it forever for this podcast because I feel like that's so much of life is just you feel like I'm winging it all the time. I'm just winging it
Yeah.
with parenting, with all the things. So instead of fake it till you make it, practice till it's familiar.
Ooh, that's good.
And I was talking about my imposter syndrome recently with somebody and they were like, "You have been doing this for way too long to not know what you're doing."
Right.
And my response was, "Just because I've been doing it a long time doesn't mean I'm good at it." Imposter syndrome all day long,
Always.
right?
Always.
And I would see, so now I'm going to be very kind to myself right now.
Uh-huh.
Over half of my caseload would disagree with that statement.
Right. More than that, but yes, absolutely.
If we've got any clients who are listening, give me all the validation that I am so, so good at this and you are so growing so much from your time with me. Ugh,
Oh, imposter syndrome.
isn't it fun?
Oh,
It's so fun.
it's a rough one.
Oh, another thing that I really like that I came across was, and it kind of goes along with what if it means you care? Anchor it in values. So, like shifting your focus from how you're perceived, because that's a lot of what this is like fear that other people are going to
Yeah.
find you out. Shifting that focus from how you're perceived to why am I doing this? I'm showing up at this job every day because I care about helping people. I care about improving lives. I care about, I
Mhm.
value whatever it is that you are feeling impostery about. Like, I value connection, growth, more than perfection.
Yeah, that is a good way.
Kind of coming back to what's important to me. What are my values?
Yep.
You got anything else?
No, I think
We gave everyone
ugh.
an entire education on imposter syndrome.
Yep,
All right, cool.
we got this.
We-
Till next week.
yeah, yeah. We are filled with impostery feelings again.
Hmm. But we'll be kind to ourselves,
We will.
right?
We'll try. We'll
And
be
we'll
kind to
encourage
each
each
other.
other.
All right. Well, if you made it all the way through, thank you.
Yes, thanks for listening again. And join us next week where I think we already have our topic. Are we going to say it?
No, let's tease
Okay.
it later.
All right.
All right.
We're
Okay.
going to tease you guys.
All right. So please, if you enjoyed this, follow us, like us, share us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Shrinks on the Brink podcast.
If you have any stories, comments,
Yes, please.
feedback, questions,
Yes.
give
Yeah.
us a shout out.
And lots of positive feedback to help us feel less impostery.
Yeah.
All right. See you next Tuesday.
Bye, guys.